We've got a full kitchen counter and we're ready to have fun. It's a common family meal in Japan, and we say it's a dish to add to your own family dinner rotation. Japanese curry rice is both hearty and comforting. Chef Tyler Crook from Harmon's Grocery Cooking School is joining me with the recipe, waving to the people. I like it. Wave to the people. I've never made this. Tyler?
Oh,
yeah?
Right. Well, this is super easy.
Okay.
There's just a couple of ingredients, and we made it even easier with the fresh cuts department.
Okay, I'm your eager student. Show me how.
So first, we have a pan getting that nice and hot, about medium-high heat. We need to glaze it with a little bit of oil.
Okay.
Here, I'm just using a higher heat oil, just enough in that bottom, right? You can see already, it's already nice and hot. Let's get those onions in there, right? So yellow onions.
This is our time saver you talked about.
Time saver, right on in there, right?
Ooh, that's the sizzle we like.
That's what you want to hear, right? As soon as that hits that pan,
yeah,
you want that sizzle to happen, right?
Okay.
So it's about 2 onions, right? So as we are cooking and caramelizing this, we want to have a little bit of that moisture be drawn out of those onions, right? Right now, straight up, you eat an onion, it's a little bitter, it's a little acrid. We want to have that sweetness and kind of accent that with a couple of other ingredients. Now, this recipe is fairly straightforward, right? You're just going to use a little bit of those onions.
Okay.
Next, just to bring a little attention to it, this is a huge time saver right here. The golden curry, you want to hold that up?
Yeah, sure.
Right? That's what we're going to be using, right? That's here what we're going to be finishing with. Tons of seasonings, tons of spices in there that just have beautiful flavor.
Now, okay, I was going to say, what do I need to know about the heat?
How hot? It's medium hot.
It'll say on the package what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And how do you use this? Is it a powder?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So that's coming here in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this spoon. So we're just going to make sure this is all getting glazed. Right, we have that oil on there. You can see the pan. Like, come over here and take a look at this real quick, right? The bottom of that pan, what's it telling us, right? There's not enough oil in there. So let's add a little bit more in there.
Because we're seeing the brown bits.
Right? We want to see brown bits. That's totally fine. But we want to see is a nice coating, right? We want to see shiny bits here on the outside of those onions.
Okay.
Once you have that finished, we're ready to go to the next stage, right?
Okay.
Have you ever used a microplane?
No.
Would you like to learn real quick?
What is a oh yeah, I have. Hold on, let me redeem my credibility. I have, but I'm not a pro.
So I need some minced garlic. So this is what I like to do. I'll grab one of these and then just go back and forth right on here.
Okay.
Back and forth,
I can do that. I can do that. Stop when you reach the fingers, right?
Yeah, keep going. Don't do the fingers. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
Just like that, back and forth. And it's just a huge time. So that's what I like using is, you know, the peeled garlic, ready to go, fresh cuts department. You don't have to mess with the peel of taking it off. It's all papery, right?
Yeah.
Now, at the end of that, what I want you to do is take this thing and then just smack it right onto the board, right?
There it is.
You want to do that one more time?
I would love to. I would love to. What else do you like pre-cut, pre-chop for us at Harmon's?
So we do carrots, we do onions, celery, all the basics that you need to really get a meal going in a matter of minutes, right?
Okay.
So anything that you're going to be using for mirepoix, any of that, slap that down. Yeah.
Tyler taught me that.
We're going to take this all together, right, off that board.
Nice.
We're going to go right on in there next.
Now this is when people start to say, when's dinner, when's dinner, when's dinner? Because you've got the onions and the garlic going on the heat.
We're going to sweat that down just a little bit.
Okay.
Get that nice and aromatic. It smells great in here.
Pre-cut chicken, it does smell good in here.
Pre-cut chicken, that's all we're going to do. Just pop this on open, and we're just going to dump this right on in there.
Okay, one pot, same pot?
One pot, same pot. It's the beauty of this meal, too. It's just a one-pot deal.
All right, what else is going in there? For the sake of TV, what else can we plan to add?
So next, we're going to be doing some of our veg. So do you want to grab those 2 bags for me? We have a little bit of those potatoes and carrots. Go ahead and dump those in.
Okay.
Yes, miss. Go grab those carrots, please.
And any more liquid going into this?
Absolutely. So that's going to be the basis of what we're doing, right?
Oh.
So I have liquid right here. We are going to get about 4 cups.
Is this just water?
This is just water, right?
Okay.
But this is not an exact measurement. This is where I'm going to measure with the heart here, right? Because sometimes vegetables are different sizes. We're going to do what's called an iceberg. So we're just going to go just enough water until you can kind of see it. And I may have just did it perfectly just like that.
Look at you. You feel it in your heart and you put it in the pot.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So the iceberg method, right? You just have a little bit of that vegetable still poking up. That's going to give us the right consistency that we're looking for, right?
The iceberg method,
right?
okay.
Now we're going to add the rest of our sweetness, all right?
Yes.
So we have a little bit of apple we're going to grate up, and we have a little bit of honey, right?
Apple.
So to kind of help balance and get a little bit more flavor, you always want to have that secret ingredient, right? Whether it be apple, I've heard of Worcestershire sauce, I've heard of different types of seasonings, right? But you want to make it yours and to kind of let other people know that's your trick.
Grate the apple?
Yeah,
using the microplane again?
Same thing, yeah, microplane.
Okay,
so I'm going to go about a tablespoon of honey in there.
Okay.
Adds a little sweetness. And then after we get that apple on in there, pop a lid on there, and it's only about, 15, 20 minutes until soft.
Let it go. And then when does the curry powder come in?
So that comes in at the end, once they're soft. So as she's grating that apple, adding that in, I'm going to show you guys that next step.
We're ready for it.
Let's do it. Open that up, right? little movie magic, this is what we're looking like. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that golden curry bricks, and all you're going to do is add these right on in, and it's going to thicken up and become beautiful, right? This is what it looks like. You grab a little brick like that, and you're just gonna go ahead and pop that in, right? I like taking a ladle here, popping that in right there. A little more of a controlled method to add it. You can add it right in, a little bit of chopsticks, right? And you're just stirring right here in the middle, right? And as that breaks down, you'll kind of start getting a little thickness right on in here.
Okay.
Just like that, right? It's gonna start getting thick, and we can pour that on out, and we're just gonna keep adding those on in, right? Do you see how it kind of makes that little slurry almost right here in that?
It smells amazing.
So we'll pour that
Serving
out,
this over rice, fresh,
right?
hearty meal, and you've made it so much easier with those pre-prepped
We're gonna
ingredients.
keep adding each of these until we get that thickness that we're looking for, and we'll add it in a little bowl.
Tyler, you've made this really approachable. Surprised by the apple, surprised by the honey.
Yeah.
But I can see how those flavors would come together in a really nice way. You teach courses at your cooking school?
I do,
Where can we learn more about that?
Harmon's grocery.com/cooking schools.
Okay.
I'm at the Bangerter Crossing location. That's my home school. There's a whole bunch of locations as well, so if you don't want to take one from me, all of our chefs are super talented.
Oh, we want to take one for you.
Yeah.
Is this,
do you want to come take one?
Sure, you bet. Is this what you always wanted to do?
Be a chef?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know it's what I always wanted to do. I was just, taking generals in school and, Utah Valley University. I figured they had a culinary arts program. If I ended up hating it, at least I'd know how to cook something, right? Fell in love, and, the rest is history. Here I am. So I'm just
thank you so
adding
much.
a little bit of those curry bricks.
We appreciate you. We appreciate Harmon's for the classes and for those pre-chopped ingredients. Makes dinner time so nice, and some good sides you can pick up as well. Thank you so much. Recipe posted for you on our website, studio5.ksl.com.